Let's have a man-to-man conversation. You ever notice how the second you truly let go of her, really let go, not pretend, something changes? She doesn't text, she doesn't call, but suddenly she's watching every story you post, sometimes within minutes. It's almost like she can sense it, that shift in your energy, that moment when you stop reaching, stop explaining, stop trying to be understood. Not because you're playing games, but because you're simply done. That's when the power flips. Not when you send another long message, not when you open up about your pain, but when you no longer need her to care. And when that happens, she starts to feel something she never planned on. The weight of your silence. This isn't manipulation. This is truth. Here's what happens when you let go and become the man she can't reach like before. 1. You stop explaining yourself. She expected confusion. She expected long texts, emotional outbursts, and desperate pleas for closure. She thought she'd still have control over the narrative. But when you say nothing, no explanations, no reminders of how good you were, you strip away her comfort. Now she's left alone with her choice, with no reassurance that she made the right call. And that emptiness in the conversation, it becomes a mirror. She starts asking herself, did he ever really care? Did I matter? That doubt is far louder than anything you could have written. 2. You remove her from the center of your universe. Somewhere along the line, she became your sun. Your life revolved around her moods. Your emotions rose and fell with her attention. And that's when she stopped respecting you. Not because you cared, but because you lost yourself inside of her. When you reclaim your focus, your goals, your peace, your routines, she feels that shift instantly. The emotional worship is gone. The gravitational pull is gone. Now she's the one wondering where she stands in a world that no longer orbits around her. 3. You stop responding to her signals. Not every woman reaches out directly. Some send breadcrumbs, cryptic posts, likes, subtle references, just to see if you'll react. If you still respond, even in silence, she knows she's still in your head. But when you stop decoding her hidden messages, stop biting the bait, and genuinely don't care anymore, the silence becomes deafening. Not because she wanted conversation, because she wanted control. And when you stop dancing to her unspoken cues, she realizes she's no longer pulling the strings. 4. You treat your energy as a privilege. Before you gave freely. Your time, your attention, your emotional presence, without asking yourself if it was earned. But the men who stay in a woman's mind forever are the ones who made their presence feel like a gift, not a default. When you stop being easily accessible, when your peace becomes sacred territory, she starts noticing the space you used to fill. It's not ghosting, it's value. And the moment she realizes she no longer has access to it, she either wakes up or fades away. Either way, you win. 5. You refuse to break your rhythm for her. You used to drop everything. Miss workouts, cancel plans, bend your schedule to match her availability or calm her storms. Now you don't. You wake up, handle your business, stick to your rituals, stay locked on your mission. If she fits into your world, fine. If not, you keep moving. That consistency is magnetic because it's rare. She expected you to pause for her, but you kept climbing. And the higher you rise, without looking back, the more she feels the distance. Not because you're punishing her, but because you've stopped bending to be chosen. 6. You stop needing her to understand. Most men crave that moment where she finally gets it, where she sees the hurt she caused. But that need keeps you stuck. Freedom comes when you no longer care if she understands it all. You know your truth. You know what you gave and what it cost. That's enough. And ironically, it's often the moment you release that need for her understanding that she starts trying to explain herself. Because your silence forces her to fill the blanks you no longer feel responsible for. 7. You let go without shame. Letting go can feel like failure. Like you didn't fight hard enough. Like maybe it was you. That guilt is a trap. A trap she'll never fall into. Because she's the one who pulled away first. But a healed man lets go without bitterness. He says, yes, I loved her. But I love myself more now. That's the shift from guilt to growth. And when she feels that, not anger, not revenge, but calm peace, it breaks the illusion she had about you. You didn't crumble. You didn't beg. You evolved. The truth. It was never about getting her to text first. It was always about who you became when she didn't. It's not the silence that shakes her. It's the finality behind it. The difference between pretending to move on and actually moving on. No breath held. No phone watched. No waiting. You've turned inward. You've risen higher. And that man, the one who's building, focused, untouchable, he is the man she feels more now than when you were still in her life. Let her watch your glow. Let her feel the distance. But most of all, let her understand that the man she left no longer exists. And the man you've become, he doesn't chase.